Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to paint a camo pattern with camo netting. Alright folks, welcome back. So I want to do a quick video today on doing this. Some people were interested in how I did the little propane stove that I had before, where I had the camo netting kind of look to it. We're going to be doing two different colors today because this is best for my environment. I'm doing the Coyote Tan Rust-Oleum Camouflage. This is stuff you can buy at Walmart. And as you can tell, I've already done it for time's sake because I wanted to make sure it was fully dry. And I've taped off this area up top here so we don't get anything inside or on the area where your lips will be touching. And for my pattern that I'm going to use on the netting, I have a dark brown here. This is kind of a darker brown. Both colors fit in good in my environment. They may not fit in your environment, so you want to kind of look around, see what's out there naturally, and use that kind of color. Now I could do more colors if I wanted, but I really just want to do two because I want this to kind of stand out and pop a little bit. This is the tape I use. This is just painter's tape. You can even use regular yellow tape to do it. Doesn't really matter. I just want to cover that area up. Now, to keep it from getting scratched up badly, to make it hold up a whole lot longer, I'm going to be using some semi-gloss clear. Clear coat does wonders for these kind of projects. You'll be amazed at how well it will hold up. If I were to put this in my cup holder now in my car, there'd be scratches up the side. So once we're all done painting, we're going to do clear coat. So let me set up the netting and show you how I'm going to do it with the darker color. I was going to show you this, but I ended up doing it just figuring I want to do it, let it dry overnight, and didn't want to take too much time with the video and bore you guys with me painting it. So let me set up here and we'll get ready to go. Now we're going to do the camo netting part inside. I recommend you get some good ventilation. You don't want to be breathing this stuff in. The outside I just painted outside. So you're going to take your camo netting, whatever you're going to use for it, and you want to kind of tuck it around. So let me show you. Instead of just draping it over like that, where you'll get a really distinct pattern here, but you'll get a lot of runs down here. It'll kind of just streak down. You want to tuck it underneath like that and like that. And you're going to do this on the other side as well. So you're not just doing this one spot. You kind of want to form fit it as best you can without keeping your fingers there, of course. And you're very lightly going to just shoot over the top of it with the brown paint. So let me shake this stuff up good. I shook it already a lot. You get a little test spray. There we go. And I'm just going to lightly go over the top. Now, here's the trick. Don't touch it. Just let it sit there. Let it dry. A very light coat like this will dry within 5 or 10 minutes. If you touch it, there's a chance you're going to start moving stuff around and streaking. Just leave it alone. We'll move to the next section. So I'll bring you back once that's finished. Alright, so there you go. That's what it looks like. Looks pretty darn good. Let's bring it up close so you can see. Now we're just going to roll it over this way. This cardboard's a little funky, but obviously I didn't want to paint everything all over the place. So again, I'm going to tuck it under as best we can. Kind of shape it around the front so you get a decent shape. And you'll just keep doing this until you get yourself covered in the way you feel comfortable with. Again, in camo, there's really nothing wrong. You can't screw it up because it's supposed to look natural. The more linear and perfect you make it, the more it's going to stand out. So, there we go. Let it sit a few more minutes, and we'll move on to probably the last section, and then I'll show you how to clear coat it. Alright, so we can go here. You can see. Now you see there's a little loose spot there with not a lot of paint on it. We'll get that when we come back. But now we're going to get the last spot that isn't covered at all. That's going to be right here. And this is when we're going to start kind of going over the pattern that we already had. And you don't want to get too thick because then it'll just look dark brown. So, once again, over the top. Tuck it in up here. Get it as flat as you can. Tuck it in around it. That's just so you don't get streaks, because that looks terrible when you do this so nice and it comes out so nice in one area and it's all streaked in the other. Shake up again. Whoop, don't want to do that. There we go. And mind you, it's only taking about 2 minutes between coats for it to dry. So I just let it sit there for 2 minutes. I'll pull it off, bring you back, and we'll touch up any areas that need touch up, and then we'll clear coat it. Alright, so there it is. And I'm not going to go much further than that because I kind of like the unevenness of it. I don't want it to look too perfect. As you can tell, there's even, I don't know if you can see it, there's even a little scratch there into the base coat. But not a big deal. Looks good. We're going to, I like the heavy and light in some areas, kind of looks a little off. So let's go clear coat it and let it sit, and we'll show you the final product. Alright, got the clear coat out here. Now the trick with this stuff is a smooth, even coat. Don't rush it, don't go too slow over an area, just gently spray. So this is our pre-clear coated bottle. This method will work for pretty much anything, from firearms to vehicles, pretty much anything. So, of course, I would have been more exciting to do a rifle, but well, we know where that would have ended up. So, see, nice, simple, steady coats. You're going to be about a foot away. Make sure you're switching your fingers up there so you don't get the same spot twice. Get it in areas like up here where it's going to get the most wear. And even on the bottom, you can kind of hit it down there. And you can get it in different methods too. You can kind of like, instead of going this way, you can do it this way too. Really what you want is that ever so light, thin coat. It's a little bit shiny now. That will dull eventually. You want that light, thin coat of protectant over it. And amazingly enough, when I had to clear the old paint off this, I had protectant over it. I had the clear coat. And it was actually hard to get off. So I don't paint the bottoms. If some paint happens to fall there, that's fine, but I don't go out of my way to paint it. See, that was a little too heavy there. There we go. And you can just kind of mist it like this. Now that should probably be good. I'm going to give this probably about, a couple hours to dry. And I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like when it's fully dry. It won't be that shiny. You see how it's sleek and shiny like that. It won't be like that. It'll be a little bit duller. This is semi-gloss. Anyway, see you in a few. Alright, so there's the finished product. I think it looks amazing, actually. Better than I thought I could do. Yeah, so you see it's a real simple pattern. And you can use this with any kind of paint, from Cerakote to, there'll just be a little more involved process doing Cerakote and heating it and all that. But anything, Duracoat, any kind of thing on firearms, on food containers, on your gear. This just happened to be something I wanted to repaint. Back earlier in the year when I was busy with other projects, I kind of half did it, and it didn't come out really good, and I just threw it up on the shelf and said, that's good enough. But I wanted to make it look nice, and I wanted to show you guys how I did it. Now this netting, I got this netting from an Alpha Outpost box, but you can get this stuff almost anywhere. You go into any kind of military surplus store, or you can even order it online. Probably Rothko, I'm sure, has it. So there you go. There's the finished product. It is a little bit shinier than I thought, because that is semi-gloss. I used it on the stove and it wasn't as glossy, but again, I'm going to give it more time to dry. It's probably been about an hour, so it is dry to the touch. Yeah, I can touch that and not worry about it. But it is a little glossy, and that kind of reflects light, and that's not always good. There is completely flat clear coat that you can get that won't be glossy at all. But hey, this is just going to carry my water from day to day. I'm not worried about hiding out in the jungle with this one. You know what I mean? This is really just going to be used daily use. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe or click like if you liked the video, and share this with your friends if you like the project. And don't forget to check out our Amazon store. Just click the link if you're not looking for anything in the store. Shop as you normally would. Really helps out the channel a whole lot. Doesn't cost you anything. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link as well if you're interested in getting started in freeze-dried food, and our Olight link. Thanks for watching, folks. Stay safe and stay prepared.